What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more Melvor Idol on our hardcore combat only account. No skilling, so all these skills we aren't touching. Alt magic is still a toss-up. I'm not touching it currently. Still a toss-up. I haven't made the final call on that. It's technically a combat skill because it's related to magic and levels up the same. So I think I'm going to allow it, but I'm not positive. As you can see, combat level 30, we've made some big gains here on the stats. Attack, HP, and defense are almost 30. Defense is already 30. Strength's a little left behind because we haven't needed as much. Haven't touched really any other skills. I used a little bit of prayer, but didn't even get enough for level, and we leveled Slayer up a tad. Gear-wise, we are looking good. Geared up pretty well. I would suggest getting some basic gear from the zombie hands, like I said, and then I would jump straight to the steel guys. They dropped gear a lot faster than I was having luck with anything else. Did never get this dagger, the better dagger, and I just got tired of looking for it and never went back for it. May grab it this episode. Weapon wise, we are doing well. We have a steel sword and a steel skimmy. I was fighting the plants, which seems to be better to use the dagger just because they're faster and you pretty much one hit them every time anyways. 1 to 2 hit them, and you 1 to 2 hit them with these, and these are slower, so it's been working out better. I really should, while I'm here, should be doing something. My next goal really is to try to see if we can take on a Mithril guy here. How much food do we have? I think I prepped for this. So in here, we could go for black, but I don't think the gear is much better. So I think I'm going to skip black and see if we can take out one of these guys real quick. Just go for 1 drop even. I have a ton of food. Their max hit is what's going to matter to me, 52. So I need to make sure I don't fall below this. I think we'll be okay. We just have to watch our HP here. It's the big one. You can watch it down here too. And we realistically just want to take it out and hopefully get a single piece of gear. I wasn't having luck with the steel plate drop. I know it's very rare. I might need to go get that before I take these on. They have a 29% chance to hit me, which isn't bad. However, being able to hit 52, they get a couple good rolls, and I'm pretty low, and healing is rough. What I've been kind of doing while I was testing these guys out, I actually didn't fight these guys. I was testing out a couple levels back. I was trying to take out, actually it was for the dagger. I would run in between rounds and just eat up, and it was a little more efficient for food. And then I got tired of doing that, so I just went and farmed a ton of potatoes. I got fairly good stats. Oh, I am using the wrong weapon. Very much so. We want to be using this. Gotta watch that HP. This is much better for us. That dagger is only for the plants, so we have the 52% chance to hit. I don't know why he seems to be hitting me more since I changed my weapon, but it is. Did we take one out? We did take one out. Let's go for the second kill since we're in the middle of it here. But after that, I'm not going to take these guys on right now. This is the next challenge, though, is to start getting Mithril gear. Mithril weapons, mainly the armor is the big one for me right now. So we're going to gear to go for... ooh, that's rough. We're going to gear to go for... He's hitting rough. I don't want to fall much below 100 HP, yeah. Because I think it's good if they get lucky. That's what I mean. He used quite a bit of food fighting these guys. And right there, I was still healing, and he hit me back down for like a 50. I think you can eat these with like a space bar or something too, but it didn't seem to work. And while I'm recording, I don't like to mess with it. You hear it a little more in the video too. It doesn't sound as good as just the clicks. But if we could get some hits here, I'd be really happy. Because I don't want to sit here and fight these guys. But this is the struggle. It's really babysitting the game until you can get auto-eat. Which is partially what I was going to talk about. Farming up the food here. And then possibly trying to take on some cows. If I could almost one-hit them to two-hit them, it might be efficient to do now and see how much money I could make. I don't know how much I'll make, but probably won't be a ton. I know Master Farmers are going to be probably coming up here shortly for us too. But we'll definitely do cows for a bit. I need more inventory at some point. But I think I'm going to take on mummies in the Slayer area to get either a strength ammi. I think there's a ring upgrade. There's a couple other ammis that could be good as well. I haven't really planned out the gear yet, but those are just my thoughts on where to take combat to next. I am watching my HP, so don't worry. I'm watching it in both spots. But it's definitely up in the air where I'm going to go. I'd love to get another source of food, but I don't think we're going to have that for a little bit. If we could just take this guy out, I could run, and we'll be in good shape. You do collect gear, your loot, when you run now. That's something that they updated since I've been at these low levels, which is nice. Please don't hit me again. Don't want to fall below 100. Perfect. Run. And just bones. So that's very unfortunate. Not happy with that. We'll heal back up to full. It's definitely not efficient to fight those guys because we don't hit often enough. I definitely should probably get 30 to 35 base stats, I'm guessing. I'll probably actually go for 35 base stats, at least 35 attack, 35 defense, and 30 strength. But we could continue, not these guys. The zombies, I don't know if the chance to get the steel bodies here higher. I should really look it up. But I was having a lot of luck getting all the other gear at the steel guys, which is really nice. In the Slayer area, though, here, the mummies drop us. I believe one of these two necklaces is good. I think it's the topaz one. Gives us some good stat. The topaz ring also might be good. It might be the emerald ring, though. Or no, sorry, the silver ring. I think that's damage reduction, the silver ring, which is really nice to get early. And that strength aiming would be really nice to have as well. They're going to be two really good things to get that are going to come pretty easy. Anything else in here is not really the greatest. I'd love to get this dagger, and it might be worth farming now. I have not done it since I've done my defense and attack grind. We can actually see while we're kind of just chilling here how effective it is. It might not be bad. He's got a 15% chance to hit, and I have a 76. I'm hitting 48s while he's hitting 34s. It shouldn't be too bad on food. It's just I've killed feel like a ton of these things. If we go to completion log, I think monsters, killed 51 of them. We're almost double drop rate. I think the drop rate's like 30 or 33, so we're almost double it. The plants are nice because they don't hit. They're a 2% chance to hit me, and I've sat on them for almost 100 kills and not gotten hit, which I guess isn't all that crazy because we should have gotten hit twice in that time with perfect RNG, but that's not going to happen. These guys also give bones. I haven't tested what cows hit on me, but that's another thing. I've talked about the cows and the grind there. Might do some of that. But yeah, I'm gonna be grinding a bunch between this clip and the next clip, seeing what I can make. I cannot wait to take on, I think it's these guys, ice monsters. We get that ice sword. It's gonna be huge. It's basically a rune sword, I think, except better, because it has a special attack. So it's gonna be our go-to with that. And once we get that, we'll probably be stuck with that thing for a while. I was looking at other weapons we can get, and I don't think we're gonna have many options for quite some time before we can get anything better. And it's not really worth training much else. I'll probably take on, once I get that, I'll probably start farming these a good bit for just XP and stacking up ice arrows for when I do train range, because those are going to probably be one of the better arrows I get, as it's going to be the easiest arrow to get in bulk. The Slayer stuff is definitely something to really pay attention to as well. There's definitely some good stuff in here. You can look at them. These guys will be good for training range if I can take these guys out first. They are a pretty high level. I don't know how long it'll be till I train range, but these throwing knives I think are going to be really good if we can get a handful of them. Strange Cave, I don't know if I'm going to unlock yet. I haven't decided. I don't know if I want tasks in there. I forget what's in there. I've got to check my other account and kind of see what's in there. The fairies, that's where we can get basic stabs when we get to that point. There's 29 attack. But it's also the basic stuff I'm looking at right now, and I'm just going to keep it going, keep grinding this out. I was hoping to get this dagger with you guys. Maybe you guys would bring some luck, but it doesn't seem that way. The dagger is just a dream. It's never going to happen. But I'm going to keep grinding this out, seeing what I can make happen. I'm not going to keep these all in bones. I'm going to end up using some prayer and trying to level it up. But I want to wait till, honestly, the Mithril guys are probably good. I probably should do some cows and stuff, farm up this dagger, maybe do some cows. If the cows are too hittable, we can check that real quick, actually. Let's kill this guy real quick. And then I'll check it out. Run, eat up. Not that we need it for the cows, but I like to eat up before I go into a monster. Sure, one food waste there. For the cows, they have 80 HP versus 20, so yeah, this won't be too hitting them. But we'll get bones and make some passive money, not bad. And then again, the master farmers are quite a bit higher. We'll definitely a bit out of their range, but they make good money selling all the stuff they drop. I remember that from you guys telling me on another series, and they still do by the looks of it. And then I think real quick as well, I think what these guys drop cooked food. The treasure chest might have cooked food in it. There are some skimmies here, but again, by the time we can do that, it's just not worth it for those weapons. Not worth it for the drop rate. No, I guess it's just burnt stuff. I thought one of them did, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, so I've been grinding up the stats a bit. As you can see, we're 33 attack, 30 strength, 35 defense, doing pretty good on hit points. Have not touched anything else. We've been killing all sorts of stuff, actually. Quite a few cows. Got 900 leather, which I want to show you guys the tactic here that I was talking about. If we pop down to materials here, you can see we can buy leather for 100. It sells for, we have to look at this first, 50 a piece. So I could sell this whole stack for $45,000. Not bad. However, if we pop down to the shop, materials, you go to green dragon hide. It only works with green. You won't make any more doing either blue or red. But if you do this, click on this, we actually want to do, we have 900. So can we do all 900? Plug it in, see. Oh no, I'm poor. I cannot do that. Can we do 100? No, I'm just shy of 100. Let's do 50 for the first bit. You'll see anyways, I'll be able to do this. We'll spend 50 of it, spend some money, and I guess 50 of this, I'm trying to show you the whole stack, but I don't know we're going to get exact. 50 is worth 2,500. If we sell this, however, it's worth 10,000. And we spent a little bit, but you basically profit 50 if you count in what we spent as well. We're gonna profit a good bit. You'll be able to see at the end the whole thing was worth like 45,000. We're gonna make a lot more than that, or a decent bit more than that, I should say. Sell that. That gets me over the 10,000, which means we can pop back into the shop easily and do 100 at a time. Oops, I almost bought something else. Do 100. It costs 10,000. Boom. Go to the bank. And we can easily sell it. So if we do all, sell, and we are good. 20 grand. We're up there. Now we can do 200 of them. Just kind of work through the stack. And once we have a stack of money, which we'll have for a bit, because I'm not going to spend much of this, I'm going to keep a relatively good stack, and we'll be fine. We just don't want to run out. And I'll show you guys the gear upgrades here in a minute. But you can see even just 200 of it is worth a good bit. We're already pretty close to where we should be. I mean, we're in really good shape here money-wise. So we can do, I don't know how many I have left, to be honest. But we have at least that. We'll be able to do the rest in one go. 150. So we can sell all this. See, that's 80. We're profiting a lot. And then we got the last 150. And I'll definitely be taking on more of these guys. The cows are honestly pretty good training. They have a decent enough hit points where it's not too bad, and they don't really hit anything. I haven't actually checked since my gear upgrades, which again, I will show you those gear upgrades here in just a second. This final bet will go for 30 and put me just shy of 100K. We are just shy. We can actually sell this beef that I've saved just to show you guys that as well. The loot from that, and oops, did I hit no? Sell, and boom, there's the 100K GP. Good shape. Don't have a ton of potatoes left. That's why I kind of stopped. We can bury these bones if I undo this. May actually use those here soon. Gear-wise, I'm in really good shape. We have upgraded to Mithril. I have done some Mithril. I've been rocking this Iron Dagger for getting a little bit of food. We're going to try to fill some stuff right now. Show you guys my next goal here. I do want to keep killing the Mithril Knights, I think they're called. Mithril Knights to get these up to pieces, but they are very rare. The body's really rare, but we need to get it because I'm pretty sure we're going to be sitting on Mithril for a long time from the ways things seem. I don't think we're going to be chancing many more upgrades. We'll probably be upgrading this to at least silver, maybe even gold gear. I'm not sure. I'm going to test my luck on Addy, I think, before I upgrade anything. But I think this gear is going to be what I'm sitting at for a while. I'm definitely going to be going for a weapon upgrade probably before I actually get these, because these weapons are a little rough for getting them. So I think I'm going to actually take on the little ice guys that I was showing you guys earlier in this episode. They're level 75 combat. They can hit pretty hard. I tested it on one, wasted a bunch of food. Could have taken it out, but it just would have taken so long and been a real big pain. So what I want to do is pop on here into Slayer areas, and I actually have a task for them right now. We're taking mummies. We go to the drops on the mummies. I don't know the rarity on things, but we'll be able to get a ring of some sort. And then there's 3 different rings in here. I don't know exactly what they all do. I think the silver one might be good. I think one of these might be decent. And then I think one of these 2 is good, as well as obviously strength amulets. We're gonna want a strength ammy. We're actually gonna want to eventually get 100 of them. Not gonna go on that grind now, but we're gonna test our luck with them. We're actually gonna want 200 of them. Because we'll need 2 upgraded. I don't know what these guys can hit. They have a 15% chance to hit and can hit 49s. It's not too bad. I can take that. We have a less accuracy rating, though. What is our accuracy? That's actually not bad. I did pop in here a while back and test my luck before the gear upgrades, and they were hitting too much. Just a little bit. And we weren't actually hitting much without this Mithril. But my plan right now is to get 35 attack, and then I'm just going to probably go pretty hard with the skimmy on strength. Get our max hit up. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about attack and defense necessarily yet until I go for the what's it called? The Ice Sword. When I go for that, because I don't know if that's better than the... I've got to look at the stats. Better than the Mithril Scimitar as far as training strength goes. I don't actually know what's going to be better for training strength. So there, right there, that's 10 attack levels. I will take it. That's not insane, obviously. I don't know if it's really good or not, but that should bring my 68% hit. 68% hit chance. It'll definitely up it. If we lock it, this is definitely going to be a gear upgrade I'm sure we'll be using on things that have high defense. If we equip this, it'll probably be better than strength, Amy. Brings us from 68 to 75% chance to hit. That is huge. Getting our Slayer level up too by taking these on, which is nice. And we get one of those rings that gives any stats, and we'll be in good shape right there. I would like to get the strength amulet. However, I don't know if this will actually be better till I train my attack up more. Against fighting, like, things I have high hit on, I definitely want to use the strength amulet, but this 12 hidden attack levels might be better. I'm training attack right now too with this sword, which actually gives 6 hidden attack levels. So it's 18 hidden attack levels added on, which gives me quite that accuracy rating. Without using them, we would be in rough shape. But that's going to be the plan. Going to take these on for a bit. We're actually doing really good taking these on now. That necklace is awesome. But I want to get a ring real quick, see what that ring can do, and then I'm going to keep going for upgrades. I'm going to need to farm a ton of food soon, which I was in the middle of doing a little bit of. That's why I had the dagger equipped. But it's painful without the looting necklace, I'll be honest, and it's annoying. So I want to go for that as soon as possible. I think I don't know if I'll need any prayer level for it. This guy's starting to hurt here. 49. We got to watch this. I have to spam eat here in the middle of the fight. When my health gets super low like this, a lot of time I'll just run if I'm not paying a whole ton of attention, then eat up first, because sometimes it's hard to spam eat and you don't want to just take free hits. Did we get a necklace or a ring? No, we didn't. I don't know what the drop rate is on him. I honestly have not looked. I've just looked at his table. But I'm going to be cycling Slayer task and trying to get points for Slayer. Don't know what I'm going to use the points for yet, but it is free rerolls on these easy easy tasks. It's free. So just stack up the Slayer points, and we've almost got 1,000 of them, which I think we could buy the... Can we buy it? The shield? Is it 10,000? No, 2,000. So we can buy that, technically. I might not, because I don't necessarily know if I want to fight anything in there. I'm going to check it on my other account, see the drops. I'm kind of do a little looking into that. I may just save the Slayer points for a bit. I honestly don't know. I think it might be worth saving. Not sure for what yet. There's definitely some other good stuff in here that we could pick up. That would be really useful. I don't know if some of this gear would be better than the Mithril, for example. And what level you need for it. I should really see what his health's at. I wanted to get a ring here real quick with you guys, but nonetheless, this is the plan's gonna be farm out some gear sets, and then I'm gonna kind of get back to either farming that there we go, there's that attack level, farming the Ice Sword, or going for the rest of the Mithril set, maybe at least the legs, because the legs I think are like double the chance of the chest plate, the body plate. But once I get those, we'll be in pretty good shape. I'm gonna keep rerolling tasks as well, try to do mummies mainly on tasks, and if I get plants, I'll kill plants. I'm just gonna kind of follow the tasks a little bit if they have something that can drop that's useful. So really, it's got to be mummies, statues I think I can get. I don't know if the Mithril guys are there. There's a ring. Combat XP. Does not work with Slayer or All Magic. Doesn't matter. That 4% combat XP is not bad. Probably worth walking, especially if I'm like... I was going to say taking on plants, but I'm not going to really get much combat XP doing those. Probably want something that gives me actual stats. However, fighting something more trivial like this might make sense to use it. But I really want to get auto eat as well, because it's scary sitting here watching HP all the time. It's just not fun. But don't think I'm going to get that until I get auto. I think I want to make it like a lock. I'm not going to be allowing myself to buy it until I get auto loot. I'm not going to let myself automate anything until I get it. I think that's kind of fun. I've also decided, I was going to announce it next episode, but I'm not going to use alt magic. Someone said they don't like the idea. There hasn't been a whole ton of feedback on it. I've been thinking about it, not really because of that person, but I've been thinking about it as well, trying to decide what I want to do. And it does relate to the skill. However, it does make it significantly easier, and I think we're just going to take the harder route with it. It's going to be a little more difficult. Going to make things like realistically the biggest stuff is money making, which we don't need a whole ton of on this anyway, and bones. There's a couple skills that are really good in there that we make use of. A lot of them train other skills though, so we couldn't use them anyway. I think one of them, I mean, you can like smelt things, which we wouldn't allow that because that would train smithing, I believe. You can look at them. Actually, you can't because they're all locked. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to allow them. I'm going to keep them off limit. So we're going to have to train magic only through combat. We're going to keep it strict combat. They made a point that really it's not combat, and even though it trains a combat skill, you're not doing combat. So I'm going to respect the idea of it. I thought about it more, and I've landed on that conclusion. So I will restate this next video as well, most likely. But yeah, we're not using that. No alt magic, and yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. I'm liking the way things are going with the series. If you guys are liking it, take a second, smack the like button. Next episode, like I said, we're hopefully starting this out with some decent gear upgrades going into it, and we'll see what happens. Oh, there's the other ring, 15% GP. Not bad. I like our XP, I think, better. That was the same necklace, right? Yeah. That could be useful. Again, I think I'm going to lock it. We're not going to have that many things. We're going to be selling pretty much half the stuff we get, so I think I'll lock it because maybe farming GP would be worth it. I don't know. I mean, we are going to get a lot of GP from monsters anyway. There's the other one, hidden strength levels. So the strength enemy is definitely better than that. It has to be. But that's not bad. It gives me a better max hit. I'm not going to lock those. I don't think we'll be needing those. I think the one we got is really, really good. It's going to be awesome for going back and fighting the Mithril Knights too, because the hit percent on those is fairly low. I think it was similar to this whole situation. And this is minus accuracy rating, so we'd be doing better if we didn't have that. But yeah, anyways, smack the like button, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.